Thanks everybody for tuning back in. Another upgrade for it. We're going with the springs. But you can see I've finally got the 12S set up in. I'll go into more detail about that later. I don't want to talk about springs, but yeah, I got these springs. They're DDM racing springs. They're about 20% more upgraded. So you're getting a lot more dampening. It can handle the weight of the buggy a lot better. And with obviously this setup going in and the additional batteries, you're obviously adding like another kilo and a half. It starts adding weight on. And with the standard springs, I just didn't think with the extra weight, it's going to be able to handle sort of like not bottoming out or anything like that. So yeah, we've gone with these springs. I'll give you the part number and everything else. And then we'll go from there. Okay, the difference between the two springs. Obviously you can see one's got an extra coil on it as well, and obviously as well as the extra strength in the spring. Nothing really to it, but oh well, hold on one sec, let's show you these. Just in case you didn't know what's under this boot, there's a bump stop. Now that bump stop is there for a reason, so don't throw it away when it actually goes together. So right, when this goes to the top, it hits that bump stop and it stops damaging the inner seals and mechanism inside there. So it is there, it's important, and it's there for a reason. So don't just throw it away by accident. It is there for a purpose. Now let's try and pop these together. This tension on the spring, you can really feel it now compared to the other one. You can, if you want, wind the shock tower back. I haven't. You could have wound that back a bit more, takes the tension off. But like now, that is really, you can instantly feel it. It's a lot better. But anyway, there you go. That's my review on the springs. They are good. As I said, when I drop tested the front, it was literally no sort of like where the other one would bounce and bottom out. These ones are really pretty good. But the main reason, once again, I'm using them is because I've got the weight of the motor, the new batteries going on, just to sort of like handle that extra weight so it doesn't bottom out. I am going to make another video. It's going to be on the connectors and the gauges of the wires. Like, why have you got an 8 gauge wire there going to a 10 gauge wire there, going to a 12 gauge wire there? So it's sort of like, why have the smallest wire working its way up to the biggest wire? And I'm going to tell you about the connectors and how much current they can handle. But you're a little bit stuck with the Spectrum stuff anyway, purely on the grounds of if you want that grey wire, obviously if you want the telemetry and everything else, you're a little bit stuck with what you got. But if you're going to be running high current and you really want the thing to motor, you're going to have to use a slightly higher amperage wire. And the connectors, and we'll go into that when you compare sort of like this is an 8 against a 5. These can handle like 190 amps, where these can only handle 125. But anyway, it's getting away from the conversation because I like to keep it all short and sweet. This is about a review on the springs. So the springs, yeah, definite upgrade. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching again, and keep safe. Okay guys, I'm not going to let you in suspense. I am going to drop test it so you can actually see how good these springs are. I've put 2 battery packs on. I can't put the body on because I've actually got to cut the back out to get this fan to fit. So what I'll do, I'll drop it from a meter. I'll put the phone further down so you're going to get a good view underneath. So excluding the body, you can see how much the bounce is going to happen on this. The front shocks are set, I've set it to 0 at the minute, and the rears where originally it was supposed to be. So what we'll do, I'll drop it and then we'll see what it's going to do. Right, I'm standing at about a metre off the deck. So here we go. Right, so from a metre off the floor, so I was up here with it, it does nearly bottom out. Obviously you've got the body and everything else to go on. I'm going to adjust the suspension, get the balance scales on it, get everything balanced in and everything set up. But for 1 metre off the floor, and then it's nearly hitting, I'm quite happy with that, because I'm not going to be flying it that much off the ground. So generally, if it's about ½ metre off the ground, or I'm doing silly jumps, which is going to put it at 1 metre, it should be technically alright. So I think, all in all, yeah, the spring upgrade is well worth it, because if it was having the standard ones, it would have been bottoming him out straight away. So I'll give it the thumbs up. Like and subscribe. Thanks a lot.